Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Good to see everybody here. Well, at least some of y'all, and for everybody else, you get to see the replay. So today I'm excited because I'm going to share my wedge deal with you, and you'll see that a lot of what we talk about on these live streams, when I look at your deals, and I say I like this, I don't like this, you'll see literally exactly that on the deal that I'm showing you. So I've got the live chat here. Good morning, everybody. I'll probably sound a little off, but at least I'm here. I can barely swallow. So let's take a peek here. So what do we got? I saw a deal hit the market. You guys can look it up. I don't really care. When 9842 Chamberlain. Let's see. Let's get it to populate here. We get this deal to pop up. You guys give me all your addresses. I may as well show you these. Of course. Well, of course, the MLS is not going to load right now. So we'll get this thing loaded here. Let's try again. And in the meantime, let me make a quick announcement here. The I created a new tab for deal analysis. The new tab under our Discord. Let's pop open Discord here. The new tab is for priority deal analysis. And that's so that let's say you just got into an escrow, like you literally just you wrote an offer on a place, you're about to get the deal accepted, or you got the deal accepted and you're in the deal, you're like, Gavin, I need help like yesterday. Right? So let's get into let's clean up the page here. Let's get into investing here. This. So, and we've already got somebody that posted. So, oh, look, you sent me your DocuSign link. Let's see if that actually works. Session time now. So you're going to have to send me a screenshot. Let's see. You might be in the live here, but let me explain this. Oh, you're there. Okay. Yeah. So send me a screenshot of that. But here's the purpose of this channel here is if you've written an offer or you're in escrow, you're going to get priority deal analysis because if you're writing offers or you're in escrow, you have the ultimate time sensitivity over just being educated. So hopefully that helps give some of you all a little bit of a path. Now let's look at my deal and we'll circle back to that. Sold. Here we go. Let's take a look at this. So, as with any deal, what do we do first? We look at the map. And here's what I like about this. This is in Ventura, which I like, Southern California coastline, right? And take a look at this. We zoom in here, and what's the first thing that I usually look for? Try to see, okay, well, what else is going around in the neighborhood? I personally know that Southern California coastline, it doesn't really matter when you're within like 10 minutes of the coast. It's probably a pretty good deal. But we've got an awesome, commercial development over here called the Collection. We've got a great downtown in Ventura. You're 30 minutes from Santa Barbara, close to Malibu. You're close to Thousand Oaks and Westlake in LA. So location in the macro, pretty good. We zoom in, and now we're gonna do the typical, and we're gonna go, okay, we got a railroad here, but this house doesn't back up to the railroad. However, this could be a noisy railroad, right? So let's take a look and see what we got as far as what kind of railroad it is, and you're gonna have to rely on me telling you what kind of railroad it is for a second. I'll actually go to their website. This railway really starts and services what is our lemon factory over here, the Saticoy Lemon Association, and it's the Fillmore Western Railway that goes all the way out to Fillmore. And basically, it's like this little production train, slow moving little scenic Santa Claus tour train thing. Like they have Santa Claus come by. This thing puts by at like 30 miles an hour. Sometimes they do like dinner trains or whatever. So it's not like your commuter train that's going 80 miles an hour, shaking everything. I happen to know that because I've sold like 20 homes in that neighborhood. So the topic often comes up. I also, gosh, I'm just like, because I've got a little bit of a fever, I'm just getting hot and it's cold in this room, but oh well. So I know that, and that's why it's important to associate yourself with realtors and professionals in a neighborhood, so that you can understand. Okay, like I see a railroad, but what's the rest of the detail? What could I possibly be missing, right? So now we look and we go, okay, what else is unique about this neighborhood? Well, what else is unique is you've got this railway right here, which all of these houses back up to. Then over here, you have North Bank Drive, which is a busier street, which services another neighborhood over here. And so on this north side of the neighborhood, you either have houses that back up to North Bank Drive or the railroad. In this case, this house backs up to neither of those and is in this little pocket. It also has no rear neighbor. It's also quite elevated. Take a peek at this. Let me just drop this really quick. It's gonna bother me. So this is what it looks like from street view on the bottom side, and you kind of have to look up at the houses up here, if that would ever load. But anyway, I think you guys saw it in the last image there. There, the house is right there. So you got nobody behind you. So some other little specialties. Now, what's very interesting is right here. I posted this on Instagram. I sold this house and I sold this house. This house is exactly the same floor plan. It's a plan two. So it's literally the same house. And what else is interesting is they back up to the busier street over here. But what we're going to do is we're going to compare the condition of the two. So watch this. So this is the one that we got. We actually have the 3D tour of it too, so we'll probably use that. It's going to not let me scroll. Oh, there we go. So this gives you a little bit of a quick little preview of this one. It has some cosmetic deferred maintenance, but not so much. I like that it has the 2-car wide porte-cochere here. A lot of houses have the single wide, but it's hard to get through those. Anyway, you go inside and it's like, plantation shutters, nice flooring, things are clean. What's wrong with it? It's got beadboard on the walls, which is a little bit dated these days. You know, white appliances, white countertops. Doesn't look that bad. Carpet might be a little older. When we're looking at it, it's like, how is this a wedge deal? Like, why would you buy this? Okay, great. There's no grass or whatever, but what's the point? Well, the point is that I knew it was undervalued by like 100 grand. And let me show you how I knew that. Well, more importantly, the most recent evidence, and then we're going to compare. So check this out. So we're going to go to the neighborhood. Look at what literally just hit the market. List. Take a peek at this. Here you go. 9886 Roan. It is literally the same square footage, same year built, same everything. And we're just going to pop open the photos here. Let's compare. So this is the property, same floor plan. The front's, I like the brick they have in the front. That's a little nicer. Let's get inside. So they have new flooring on the inside. Fun fact, quick fun fact here. Right before we closed escrow, there was a water leak. So we're getting brand new flooring for free. So we're par on new flooring. Okay. Looks like they have some shades, but they don't have plantation shutters. They've got nice furniture, nice paint, but so far, not seeing any kind of excessive upgrades to the actual house. Always remember to try to remove furniture. So let's look at the kitchen for a second. What we want to notice here, it's on autoplay. There we go. So what we want to notice here is that these cabinets are actually, let's go into it. Let's compare like for like here. See these dated kind of oaky cabinets? Look at the trim, the way they look, everything about them, and then compare. They're exactly the same. With the exception of the fact that these were painted and had hardware put on. And then they had this nice backsplash and countertop put on. So this house has maybe, I'd give them about $8,000 in improvements here. They cut in a couple glass panels, but these are the same exact cabinets painted white. You can actually see the original color right there on the cutting board that they did not paint. Not much different when we actually look at the nitty gritty. Remember, we've got the plantation shutters. They've got these little blinds, regular kind of faux wood blinds. And I always try to truly look critically. This is the same. Right? If you look, they painted the cabinets, but otherwise you get the same kind of countertop. Over here, this is all pretty much the same once we remove the furniture. Upstairs, carpet. It's the same as what we saw in the other deal. You got a nice little view out of the back, but that's all right. That's nice. Remember, they back over the street here. No upgrades in the bathrooms. In fact, they didn't even paint these cabinets. Pretty much the same. Never show pictures of the closets, by the way. And then their backyard is actually smaller than the one that you saw that we got. This is larger. But what's important is, yeah, you can see the place is listed for $769,000, and the one that we just closed on, this one closed for $650,000, and it's getting brand new flooring. It's got the bigger yard, and if I jump upstairs here for a second, let's go here. You can see I have carpet in the master's stupid, but whatever. It's such little cheap things. You can see the same white tiling. Let's jump out over here. Yeah, these are stupid. They didn't do the plantation shutters upstairs. Whoever did the scan didn't scan over here, but you can actually see this one actually has kind of a nice view as well. Kind of get the mountain range, and you don't have the busy street, which the house we're comparing to is like right there. Kind of cool. But anyway, you can see that, here's a house. Why would this house sell for $120,000 less than what another one was listed for? Kind of weird, right? And so here's what the reason is. When you went through this house at first, well, first of all, it was an out of area agent that maybe didn't know the neighborhood as well, but doesn't really matter because it's not until you look close at this house that you start wondering, like, wait a minute, it's is it that great? And it is, but like when you look really close at some of the detail things, it's like, oh man, it just feels dirty. And that's perfect because I can clean dirty. Some of these things are broken because they had a dog that scratched them up. And let's see, what's another thing? Oh yeah, here, look at these windows or that window. The little bars on the inside collapsed. It's like a great way to broadcast to all the buyers, like, hello, house with deferred maintenance. Like, it wouldn't cost that much money to replace that window. Certainly not $100,000. The dirty air filters. These are all super minor things, right? Look at this. See that outlet right there? It's black because it actually doesn't have the outlet anymore. That is, you can kind of stick your finger in there and get zapped. It's like a big vortex of a hole. So little things like that freak people out. Yet you go through, the bathroom's actually not dirty. I mean, I don't like that linoleum, but I know I can replace it for $300 with something that looks new. Talked about that in the live streams before. So, now it's like, wow, Kevin, how long does it take to get a deal like that? And, what should I be looking for? Well, that's the thing. I want you guys and gals and everybody, you got to become an expert in your market so that when a house like this comes on the market, you're like, wait a minute, that seems low. Let's go look at it. Go look at it. 5 offers on it. Got cash offers around $630,000. I'm like, wait a minute. If people are making cash offers of $630,000, that means they think they can flip it. They would have to flip it for like 775 to 800. Well, I could beat a flipper because that is what the wedge deal is, right? You beat out a flipper. Other home buyers, a bunch of other home buyers were trying to buy it at 650, but they all had to sell another house. I come in at 650. I don't need to flip it, so I don't have to be at 630. I didn't have to sell another house, so I get the deal. Super easy. Even though there were a bunch of other offers, the other offers all had asterisks. So it's not that hard to get a deal. You just have to be patient for it. And surprisingly, it doesn't take that long for these things to hit the market. I've bought 4 properties over the last 18 months that were all wedge deals myself. Doesn't even include the deals that I've represented clients on. And it goes to show that it's possible, even in an area where the prices are $600,000-$700,000. You could do it too. So let's get into some deal analysis. Let's get into some questions. Um, Sweet Ivan, find setting page 1 slash a screenshot of your offer. DocuSign link. Okay. Let's see if you guys got questions. If you have questions, feel free to throw them in the live. Otherwise, we're going to go right through the deal analysis page here. Hopefully I don't pass out. I feel terrible, but don't make fun of me. Don't expose how I look. We're all friends here. All right, so we left off We covered Mark's. We covered pretty much everybody up to Tyler's deal. Tyler, no, I think we did we talk about this? Let's see. Tyler had the off-market deal. Oh yeah, yeah, okay, we looked at this one. We looked at Tyler's. So we looked at Tyler's. Look at that floor heater. All right. Takari, we talked about yours on the 1 week ago live stream, and I tagged you in it. All right, so that puts us here under Peyton. Rambling, did you post yours? I'm glad you're here. Is that yours? 595 address? Okay, yeah, we'll get there. We will get there today. So, we talked about Tyler's Peyton. Here you go. I have a deal I would like you to analyze. All right, let's do it. Let's look at a deal together here, folks. Calling all investors. Yes. Good way to start. Quiet home, 5-family home. Separate utilities. That's very, very good. Lots of potential. Present all offers. Being sold as is. Great. Never get discouraged by the phrase sold as is. That's my favorite phrase. Oh, I was looking at deals out here when I was in New York. I think. I remember looking at some. Like on Zillow and stuff. Yeah. I didn't go there, but I remember. Okay. So you're on the corner of Penn. And here, let's see. Pin you down. So I know that Jersey has a little bit of a reputation of being sometimes spotty. Am I allowed to say that? Like the neighborhoods change very quickly. So it's hard for me to advise on that. I think it's important for you guys to do your own research on that. Hey, you got Chinese next to you. Let's see what we can see. Look how green it is, unlike California. Okay. All right. Let's do some numbers on yours. I don't think I'm gonna be able to see anything walking around. So it's 220 grand for 5 units. Isn't that incredible? I like that. Let's look at what you got. Hardwood floor. Is that hardwood floor or is it a laminate? 1897. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So 5 units, and what's the square footage on this thing? Ay, ay, ay. Why do they make it so hard to figure out the square footage? Oh, there it is. This 37. Oh, look at that in the fine print. 3706 square foot house. Okay, the reason I do that is I want to see what the uh, per unit square footage is divided by 5. Okay, 741 square feet. And then what is the unit mix? I don't think they said. Alrighty. Well, let's look at what you wrote here. 5 unit building could definitely raise the rents. Well, what? Okay, so lower income area. Yeah, so that doesn't surprise me for the price. So the problem is, I don't know what the rents are. I don't know if these are 2 bedroom units or 1 bedroom units. I really don't know anything about this. It makes it a little bit difficult for me to analyze a deal like this. I mean, I don't even know what the potential income is. So I think it's important when you guys want me to analyze these, send them over to me. Okay, here we go. What is this? 4 number of 2 bedroom units. 3 number of 1 bedroom units. 4. This doesn't even make sense. Whoever filled this out sucks. So, folks, yeah, I mean, give me some more insight here, and I'd be happy to do some numbers on this. But I've got nothing to go on here in terms of rents, what the units are. I've got a price, and I got that it's 5 units. That's in a low income area of Jersey. I need some more help. So, Peyton, send me some more info, especially on what the rents are and what you project they can be plus unit breakdown. All right, let's move on here. And if you guys have questions in the meantime, feel free to jot them down here in the live. This came on the market yesterday. Could you please help me in seeing this as a wedge deal? Tyler, we looked at yours. Hot home. All right, let's say responding 20 minutes into today's live. But let's see if this is a good wedge deal. This is in Washington. 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath, 6 days on Redfin. Let's see. Always try to zoom out. Okay, so you're kind of close to the water. I usually like that. The closer you are to the water, the better. A little outside the city. Got a Jack in the Box in town. It's good. By a school, daycare, good. Umbrella Jones. What's that? Do they literally sell umbrellas? All right. Church, fire station, number 4. Okay. What do we got? 4 bed, 2.5 bath. I like that breakdown. I love that they. Oh wow, look at this. It's like original. This is like 40s or 50s original. 48. Wow. This is awesome. They really did nothing. Wow, it is full original. This is cool. Still got like the rounded edge on the cabinet here. Looks like they did squeeze in a dishwasher. Yep. Good for them. See this here? This is a gravity hole. It's an old form of ventilation. It's just hot air goes up, goes out of that to the outside for the stove. Gosh, baseboard heating, oak everything. Wow. Okay. So, and those two prongers, probably. Two prong ungrounded electrical outlets, right? These are all threes in the basement. Okay, so you got a separate area in the basement with a kitchen. I like that. Or is that the detached? So let's see what details you guys gave me. And let's analyze this. Seeing if it's a wedge deal. Okay. Remember, folks, more detail the better. 2 for 1. Classic brick home. A unique house offers 2 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, 2 bath. Room to expand. Mother-in-law is located directly behind. I like that. I like that it has a detached mother-in-law. The question is, are they overpricing it because of that? That's a danger with these. They will oftentimes overprice these deals because they have a mother-in-law unit. Now remember, this is not a duplex. So you can live in one and rent the other, but you can't rent both. You'd have to rent the whole lot as one to be in compliance. You could do it illegally, but you gotta be careful. Anytime you do anything illegal, you risk having all of your rent. Basically, you could risk getting sued and having the tenants get all of the rent they paid back because they lived in an illegal unit. So let's look at the comps together. What do we got? We look at the comps together of this deal. We'll see that this one's 490. It's right here. Let's see. Recently sold. Yeah, see, it looks to me like they are already compensating for that unit, but maybe not. Is it 4 bedrooms in the front, or are they adding a 1 bedroom, 1 bath because of the back? What's this? So here's one that looks very similar. It's a 3 and 2. I'm gonna guess that this is very similar to yours. It's a 3 and 2 that has had some remodeling done to it. Looks like a 70s kitchen, nice flooring. Wow, blue bathroom. They like blue. Okay, basement. Okay. So this is very similar to yours. And it sold for 392. It had the solar panels. It's got some remodeling to it, but it doesn't have the guest unit. So my guess, and I could be wrong on this, but my guess is this 1,400 square foot unit here. Show me again. This 1,400 square feet here, and it's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, is actually the same as this deal over here, except they've added the square footage of possibly the basement and the guest house, and then added the 1 bed, 1 bath. My guess could be wrong. That's how I would have listed it, the way they did here. Oh wait, here it is. Hold on. But see, they're defining it here. Look, maybe I'm wrong. The unique house offers 4 bedroom, 2 bath. but the mother-in-law offers a two-in-one. Okay, I'm wrong. See, look at that. All I had to do was read. This is good. Now I really like this. I will show myself here to say I was wrong with how I thought they were breaking this down. This is nice. Now I'm not surprised that they are considering this a hot home, that this is getting a lot of attention. This is good. You got a 4-in-2 and a 2-in-1? I like that a lot. You could definitely wedge this, especially with a comp like this. I mean, look, you've got a lot more square footage than they do. You're barely selling for more. Barely. 100 grand. Hold on. Yeah, actually, it's $100,000. Well, that's okay though. 100K, you got that in square footage alone, and you've got a larger house, the 4-2. You've got the guest unit. What do they have in upgrades? They got flooring, paint. The kitchen's not any better. The kitchen's not better at all. They have flooring and paint. That's all they have on you is flooring and paint. I like it. I like your deal. If they don't already have multiple offers, I would make an offer on it. Yeah, just looking at that one neighbor comp, I like it. So hopefully that helps you, Jonathan. That is a cool deal. Thanks for sharing that. All right, Kelly. Let's respond to Kelly. Responding around 27 men in. All right, Kelly. What do we got? Okay. Let's look at Kelly. Oh, okay, Kelly. Sorry, I only saw that part of your question, and that's why I was replying. Where is the property? But you're telling me here. Curious if it makes sense to buy a duplex. The neighbor is not amazing. Both sides. The neighborhood is not amazing. The price. What are your thoughts on it? All right. Look at that. Kelly gave us numbers. I appreciate that. Start with the map. It's Tampa. Tampa, folks. Tampa's coming up. Things are going nuts in Tampa. You should see some of the new development they're doing in Tampa. Okay. All right. So here we are. So you're a little bit. How far inland are you? You're not that far inland. That's all right. Uh, Blob neighborhood, you say. You're by, yeah, granite, flower, Tampa tile. Okay, so a little bit more commercial. School's here. That's good. Meat market. Okay. So let's take a peek at your street view and let's analyze what you got. Good old Florida. I miss Florida. I used to live in Florida. All right. So we've got a 1,600 square foot unit or duplex, which usually implies 800 per unit. What is this? They say it's a virtual tour, but it's just a slideshow. That drives me nuts. This is a virtual tour, friends. This is a virtual tour. This is a slideshow. I don't understand why agents do this. Whatever. Okay. AB. Unit AB. And you said it was an older property. Now, Tampa, you don't get as many crazy hurricanes as the folks on the other side. Looks like they've done some remodeling, which is nice because then you don't have to do anything. It's fully occupied, you said. 2 bed, 2 bath. Are they each 2 bed, 2 bath? If so, I like that. Unit B, oversized yard. What was the foundation? Oh, the foundations have been replaced? Wow. That's good. Okay. So here's what I would do. If they're saying the foundations have been replaced, I want to know what caused the foundations to need to be replaced. Not a lot of houses from 1910 in California with earthquakes have their foundations replaced. I'm glad they did it. Who did it? Was it a handyman? Was it a contractor? Was it done appropriately? Why was it done? Did it need to be done? How much did they spend? Am I gonna have to do it again? Get documentation of all of that. What kind of warranty is there? I like that they've recently renovated it for a duplex. It's hard to get a wedge deal on a duplex, so I'm okay with that. If the rents are low, that's how you're gonna get a wedge deal on a duplex. What'd you say about the rents? Let's see. Let's move me over here. Okay, let's see. What are your thoughts on this one? So what are the current rents? Because you're thinking rents of 1,000 to 1,100, but nobody tells me the current rents. All right, fine. You give me something though. So let's do some numbers. This is Tampa. If we're thinking this is gonna get, I'm gonna go with the middle of what you said, and so we're gonna say you get 2,100 per month from these units times 12. That means you're looking at 25,200 as your gross rent, which means you're paying what, 12 times gross? About paying about 12 times gross. If there are no offers, you might be able to negotiate them down. Ugh, I feel terrible, folks. Sorry, I sound this way. Want to go to sleep. Okay. Times 0.65 to get our net operating income. 16,380. This is gonna look nice if you get it for say 290. App. Let's see what your loan would be. Now, are you going to live in it or are you going to just buy it as a rental? Each. Oh, okay. One bed, one bath each. Little less desirable. See how misleading they wrote that? Whatever. Doesn't surprise me. 800 square foot, one bed, one bath. That's okay anyway. So, if they were like 500 square feet, it'd be a little bit more of a problem. Let's do a mortgage calculator.